right, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Morning Movement. Why is my camera all wacky here? Give me a second, let me fix this. There we go. Check, check. All right, my mic's working, everything's working good. Cool. How's everyone doing this morning? Today's going to be a spine day. Make sure you've got some yoga blocks and a yoga mat, and that's pretty much all you'll need today. We'll get started here in about a minute. All right, let's go ahead and find a nice, comfortable seated position. Feel free to sit cross-legged, or you can sit with your feet tucked behind you. Take a moment to just really feel your weight on whatever surface you're sitting on. Try to sit up nice and tall. Imagine that your head is weightless and that it's being pulled up towards the ceiling. You want to imagine that we have a nice, long, straight spine free of tension. We're going to begin with cyclical breathing, which means we're going to breathe in for about 5 seconds and then breathe out for about 5 seconds. Try to do this in and out through your nose only if you can. At a certain point, I'll tell you to extend the count if you'd like. So then we'll go to maybe 6 counts in, 6 counts out, maybe go up to 7, 8, 9, 10, your choice. I'll let you play around with it. For now, nice big inhale through the nose and exhale. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale on your own count and exhale on your own count. Whenever you're ready, feel free to play around with extending the counts. Try 6, then try 7, and then challenge yourself, maybe try a 10 or a 12. Just 1 or 2 more cycles, and then allow your breath to return to a natural rhythm. Good. From this sitting position, let's work with the top part of the spine, the head, the neck. Drop the chin to the chest. Trace the collarbone to the left with your chin looking over your left shoulder, and then look up towards the ceiling. Then look over your right shoulder, and then bring the chin back down to where you started. 3 or 4 circles in this direction. Go nice and slow and try to make each circle bigger than the last one. Good. Once you've done 3 or 4 circles, reverse directions. Very nice. Arms on opposite shoulders. Imagine you have a laser pointer attached to the center of your chest. Laser's pointing straight out. What we're going to try to do is we're going to try to make the biggest circle that we can with that laser pointer. Okay? So I'll talk you through this move by move. Hands on shoulders, chin tucked, keep the head exactly where it is throughout the duration of the movement. We're isolating the upper part of the spine. You're going to curl forward, rounding the upper back. You're going to twist to the left, thinking of bringing your right shoulder towards your left knee. Now I'm going to drop my left shoulder back as I lift my right. Now I'm going to point my chest straight up in the air. Now I'm going to drop my right shoulder towards my back right pocket. Now I'm going to bring my left shoulder towards my right knee. And then I'm going to come back to where I started. Okay, let's do 3 rotations in that direction. Twisting to the left, dropping the back shoulder, chest up to the air, dropping the right shoulder, twisting forward, and back to neutral. Nice. 2 more on your own. Go nice and slow. Good. Once you've done your 2, go ahead and switch directions, 3 or 4 in the opposite direction to balance this out. And good. Nice. Roll the shoulders out. Shake out the arms. Let's go ahead and remove the blocks, whatever you're sitting on. And we'll move on to all fours. Nice. From this position, make sure that your shoulders are stacking over your wrists. So if you drew a line down, they'd be coming right into that intersection where that wrist flex. And make sure your knees are directly underneath your hips. Nice big inhale, lift the tailbone. At the same time, lift the back of the head, look up. And then exhale, press the floor away with your hands and knees. Tuck the pelvis, tuck the head, lift the spine up into the air. Nice. Moving with the breath, matching the duration of the movement to the duration of the inhale here. And exhale. Nice. Coming back to neutral, we're going to go side to side. So when you go side to side, you want to make sure that you're moving your shoulder and your hips at the same time. What we want to avoid is this, just moving the upper body or just moving the lower body. Okay, so we're moving them together, creating a nice contraction here in the side waist. Good. Contract back to center, contract to the other side. Good, and back to center. We now have 4 movements that we can work with. We have the spinal flexion, spinal extension, and then 2 side curves. Okay, so let's try to put these together. Let's start with them isolated, and then we'll try to make them into one movement. Let's start with a nice spinal extension, lifting the head, lifting the tailbone. We're going to curl to one side. Now we're going to lift the spine up into the air. And then we're going to side curve on the other side. And then back to extension. Okay? And now try to smooth that out. So, side curve, flexion, side curve, extension. Essentially, we're making circles with the spine. Good. Feel free to switch directions at any point. If you're not getting it right away, isolate them, do them separately, and then try to smooth them together. And good. Nice. Shake that out. Sit the hips back onto the heels, hands on the floor. Right hand's going to go behind the neck, elbow to elbow, and then we twist. Good, and switch. Hi, kitty. I know, I'll feed you. I'll feed you after class. Good, and release. Let's go ahead and bring the right foot forward, left foot behind. This isn't necessarily a spine move, but it's going to warm us up into something that is a spinal move. All right. What we're going to do from here, think of tucking the pelvis under by squeezing the glutes. That's going to lengthen the front of our leg here on the leg that's pointed back. Should feel a nice stretch in your hip flexor there. Okay, we're just going to hang out here for a moment, opening the front of the leg. Oh, hi. What an entrance. What an entrance. That's hilarious. What an entrance. Good, and let's switch legs. I know, you're hungry, you're hungry. Again, make sure you're squeezing that glute, driving the hips forward. Good, and release. Nice. Coming back to all fours. Now we're going to straighten the legs and come to a plank position. We're going to step forward with the right foot. See if you can get it all the way to the outside of the right hand. If you can't get it all the way, go ahead and bring it however far you can, and then use your hand to get it the rest of the way. If this position is too much, feel free to have the back knee down. From here, we're going to twist into the front leg, trying to bring our chest close to our inner thigh, lifting the other arm up into the air. Reach through the back heel. Make sure that the front knee is stacking over the front ankle. And breathe. Good. Replace the hands, step back to plank, other side. Left foot outside of left hand, twist. Good. Switch back to the right side, twist. And last time, switch. Good. Hands down. Step the foot back, lift the hips up into the air, downward facing dog. Go ahead, take a moment here, pedal your feet out. I encourage you to bend your knees so you can really get your arms and your back straight. Lift the hips with the knees bent, and then if you want to, you can start to reach the heels towards the ground as you straighten the legs. You may not be able to straighten all the way. It's more important that your back is straight so that your shoulders are in a good position. Few deep breaths here. Good. Walking the hands back towards the feet until your weight is completely in your feet, and then slowly rolling up the spine. Good. Very nice. Shake that out. Shake that out. All right, we're going to finish with a little stretching today. Hopefully the spine feels nice and mobile and warmed up. All right, we're going to use our blocks for these. I'm going to put 2 blocks underneath my butt at the same level. It's just because I have kind of wider hips. It'll make it more comfortable for me. Okay. Left leg out in front, right leg tucked in side like this. Okay. Nice straight spine, leaning forward, hinging at those hips, and then folding over. Totally okay in this position if you have tight hamstrings. I'll show you on the other side. Have a slight bend in the knee, then lean forward. Okay? If you're a little bit more flexible or more mobile, you can try it with a straight leg. Maybe go back to that cyclical breathing we were just practicing, right? Nice, slow, even breaths. Good, and come up and switch to the other side. Leaning forward, again, try hinging at the hips first, and then fold forward. Good, and slowly come up. Next one, we're going to go legs wide. Okay, so legs wide. If this is comfortable for you here, just stay there. Try to practice getting your spine nice and straight. So that's going to come from getting those hips, tilting them forward. Okay. If that's enough, again, stay there. You can also try it if that's too much with your knees bent. If you want, try to lean forward, again, hinging at those hips, reaching for the feet. Maybe take a sip of tea. She is upstaging me today. Note to self, feed her before class. Is that better if I feed you before the class? Yeah. Okay. Good, and release. Slowly come up. One leg in front, other leg is going to cross over like this, and then you're going to twist towards the leg that's crossed over. Nice, and switch sides. Good. And release. Nice. Go ahead and shake that out. Shake it out. That is going to be the class for today. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully that was a healthy dose of spine movement. I know my spine feels really good. It's kind of my favorite thing to do when I get out of bed in the morning. Favorite type of movement is just move the spine. I think I had mentioned this last class, but your spine is actually longer in the morning than it is right before you go to bed because of gravity. If you're standing up all day, the force of gravity is putting right down the top of your head, compressing everything. And then when you're horizontal, gravity's pushing down, and the only way your body can really expand is out to the side. So you've got maybe an extra 2 centimeters or so of space to work with when you get up in the morning. Hopefully those gains we just got will maintain us through the rest of the day. They might get smaller as we go on. Thank you again. I'll stick around for a minute or two if anyone has any questions. If not, have a wonderful morning. I'll see you Wednesday. Thank you very much. See you Wednesday.